Hey folks, Lily here. I just want everyone to know that the struggle to protect Black lives is on our minds and in our hearts. With that in mind, please go to communityjusticeexchange.org/NBFN-directory and find somewhere you can send a donation to, or just look around on Twitter wherever you can find legitimate bail fund links. People are out there fighting for their lives. And they deserve your support. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Big Match Minute. This is the podcast where we go through big matches in wrestling history, matches that are big to us, not necessarily matches that are big to anyone else, though they often are both. I'm Emily Schmemily.
And I am Lilith.
And we're talking minute 4 here of the Firefly Funhouse match at WRESTLEMANIA 36.
I'm so glad you finally remember the number. Because I was starting to feel like the dork who always remembers WrestleMania numbers.
It's actually WrestleMania 36.123. I was trying to think of a fake decimal, and I said 1.
It
2,
actually
3. is
the WrestleMania 36.5 because
you're not wrong.
We're
still in the
minutes.
package.
We're at the end of it though.
We're at the end of the video package that, the little previously on WWE type deal that catches us up at the beginning of the match.
I wish they did that so bad. I wish like Shane McMahon's voice came in. It was like, previously on WWE. That was a horrible Shane McMahon. But here I can do
that'd
Vince.
Be great.
Previously on WWE. That'd be excellent.
That's not a good Vince, though.
Shut up! It was better than my Shane.
I mean, true. We're at the end of the package.
Mm-hmm.
Much like, no.
My mouth.
That's where I was going with that. Yes, that wasn't going to be your mouth. But then I was like, who do I hold up as the standard for putting genitals in their mouths? What is the go-to?
And I don't know why the fuck that's not me, Emily.
It wouldn't be appropriate.
Fuck off.
Who's synonymous with giving head, other than either of us?
Well, see, and that's the thing, is it's rude to say it about someone who's not one of us.
But you and I would both be proud to be known for that.
Exactly. But, I would feel
weird
if I turned on the Daily tomorrow and they said, oh, Lilith's great at sucking dick.
What? What's the Daily?
It's a very popular podcast.
Oh, I've never heard of it. What podcast would you be okay with the host saying that you were well, let's clean it up a little bit, that you were known for being good at sucking dick? Because if they just say you're
probably just like this one or Ghost Puncher Gore.
All right, fair.
If Cassidy wanted, I don't care. Whatever.
All right, fine.
See, it's fucking weird. It's weird to say that about other people. And that's my ex-wife.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if I
turned on Reply All and somebody was talking, it's that one,
If I turned on Reply All and PJ Vogt was talking about how great I am at sucking dick, he's heard, I would be like, fucking right. You heard right, PJ. That's what I'd say. Do you want to talk about the minute now?
No, I kind of just want to keep talking about sucking dick. No, but we should talk about the minute. So this minute opens up on Mr. Jonathan Cena.
That's correct. Yeah, but he's not at a movie premiere this time.
No, he's not.
He's in the ring, the squared circle.
He's in the ring and he is delivering, I think, one of my favorite lines from the build-up of this match.
Mm-hmm.
He's letting us know that at this WrestleMania, He's going to do what he should have done 6 years ago at WrestleMania 30, the kind of aforementioned WrestleMania where Bray Wyatt and John Cena met. And he is going to, the old Triple X, and they of course named it that because in the opening match, Triple H nutted in Daniel Bryan's mouth.
I really thought there was going to be a Vin Diesel reference in there.
No. We're really...
It was just pornographic.
It's just pornographic. You know what? Vin Diesel would have been funnier. I'm sorry. So
the opening match, it was Vin Diesel versus who was Triple H in the second one?
Ice Cube.
It was Ice Cube. So the first match was Vin Diesel versus Ice Cube, and that's why it's called Triple X. And then they nutted on each other at the end of it. See, we can have it both ways.
we can have our cake and nut on it too.
God. John Cena says, "I'm going to do to you what I should have done at WrestleMania 30."
What he should have done 6 years ago, which is ending the existence of the most overhyped, overprivileged WWE superstar in existence. And can I tell you why I fucking love this line?
Tell me why.
Is because
why?
It is actually kind of a heartbreak. Because so there's you can definitely apply this to Bray Wyatt, the WWE universe, which I really hate using that term actually, but fans of the WWE have consistently been in Bray Wyatt's corner. They want better for Bray Wyatt. He's been poorly booked. He's been, made kind of to look like a bit of an ass in a lot of storylines. He's a cool as fuck character, an incredibly talented performer. And so, from John Cena's perspective, saying like, oh, he can't, in the kayfabe, in, John Cena, the character's perspective, this guy, he can't stop getting hyped, but he can't fucking close the deal. Especially when he was just Bray Wyatt. But, and, we'll kind of see this kind of get turned around. This is also like, this applies to John Cena. John Cena is, if you want to talk about overprivileged, holy shit.
Yeah.
He's, he is one of the, he's got the whole world in his hands.
He's got the whole world in his hand. I guess not literally.
Yeah. I mean, he could fit it in his hands in those big, meaty paws.
Yep.
Yeah. I really love this line, and it does. We're not gonna jump ahead, but like this line comes back in a really interesting way, and yeah.
Can I ask you a question about the implications of this line?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is the implication of this line that John Cena is going to commit homicide upon Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania?
I mean, possibly.
Okay.
Ending the existence of a WWE superstar could also just mean, ending their existence as a WWE superstar.
True. Fair.
Maybe, he just wants Bray Wyatt to fuck off to whatever hot dog stand he came from.
Yeah. Like AEW.
Yeah, that hot dog stand.
Yeah.
Emily, what's next in this minute?
What's next in this minute is, it's more. This minute is a lot of the similar images, which is like action shots of either John Cena or Bray Wyatt or both.
And we're getting a lot of like almost like match cuts where we go from like. John Cena looking jubilant and excited at the top of the ramp, over to just Bray Wyatt cloaked in shadow and like silhouetted up against a bunch of like red lasers, like looking creepy.
And John Cena sort of monologuing about how he's gonna bust that ass or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then is Puppets next?
Well, he also so John Cena also says, and I think this was something you wanted to talk about, that the Fiend has dominated the WWE landscape with uncertainty, fear, and panic.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where, and you see this occasionally in wrestling storylines where is the idea here that Bray Wyatt is this privileged guy who keeps getting shot, or is the idea here that he is a literal monster who is eating folk?
Yeah.
It's I feel like it's something that a line that must be walked often in wrestling storylines, where it's like you suck and you're a weaselly little worm, and also I have to save other people from you because you're a scary monster.
Well, so I think what Cena's point here, and I think it kind of holds true, is that, you know, maybe that the Fiend, like, you know, in a square fight maybe wouldn't be able to back it up, but using fucking fog machines and red lights and sneaking
Guerrilla
up on
tactics.
people and shoving his fingers in their mouth is able to dominate through uncertainty, fear, and panic. You know, he's saying that the Fiend, while, you know, he has been dominating, is he's a bunch of parlor tricks.
Yeah, I think John walks the line well. I call him John. We're friends.
Yeah. It got a little weird because you play bridge with Nikki on Sundays.
Yeah, and I'm not willing to give up those games. Just, you know, I'm friends with John and I'm friends with Nikki. I'm like, those are two separate things.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You call her Nicole.
I call her Nicole. That's why I'm saying shut up. It feels tacky of me to call her Nikki.
That's the character.
Yeah. It's my friend Nicole, who I play bridge with.
Yeah. And then we get another one of my favorite segments. Listen, I've loved this feud. It's not
a great feud.
There's no getting around that. But John Cena is, you know, he's in the middle of delivering his big, very marine speech about how he's going to he's gonna dispatch Bray Wyatt. Please give me the line.
Are you looking for he's going to catch and compromise Bray Wyatt to a permanent end?
Thank you. Yes, very much. It has that energy.
It does. You're not wrong.
Yeah. And then who shows up but our old pal Ramblin' Rabbit, who I love so much. And Ramblin' Rabbit shows up and he starts talking, and then, you know, Mercy the Buzzard and Huskus the Pig and Abby the Witch all kind of show up in sequence, and Ramblin' Rabbit says, once he's done with you, you're gonna play with us forever. Which is so good. It's so good.
He's gonna turn John Cena into one of the puppets in the Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, that has for a while there, it doesn't seem like he's doing it as much anymore, but whenever the Fiend would take someone down, they would then have like a little like headshot in the Firefly Funhouse with their like eyes marked out, which like very much feels like, you know, he's fucking like trapped their souls in a painting in the Firefly Funhouse.
Can I ask you a question?
Play with? Yeah, you can.
Outside the bounds of this minute for a second?
Yeah, you can.
Have you been watching the product post WrestleMania?
Not at all.
No, nor have I.
Yeah.
So conceivably, either of us could know the current state of John Cena in fiction in WWE.
So I can actually, I can speak to that because
Okay.
I follow like, if John Cena shows up, and I'm also following Bray's current feud. Cena has not been on TV at all. He's gonzo.
Has he been mentioned at all?
That I can't say for sure.
Okay.
But I know that Bray is now feuding with Braun Strowman, once again going back to Wyatt family mythology, which is great. It's all great. It's fucking fantastic.
It's all great.
And then I think we get to the delivery that I think you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. So there's just the sound design in what happens next is just, it's so, and I want you to know that I mean this in a positive way, the next word I'm about to say. It's so wet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of, there's
Yeah.
a lot going on
Uh-huh.
in the sound design when the puppet's sort of in unison, or is it just Ramblin' Rabbit, but it's goofed up enough in the sound design?
I think it is Ramblin' Rabbit.
They say he's here.
Yeah, he's here. Like it's,
But
I
there's
can't
so
even
much
do it. Like
effects coming out of it. It sounds like if you had to talk, but your mouth was. Here's what it sounds like. It sounds like you were trying to sing in like a scream metal band.
Yeah.
But you're instead of like lips and a tongue and a mouth, a normal style mouth, you just have an Arby's roast beef sandwich to talk with.
That is exactly what it sounds like.
Right?
Yeah. You did a really good job of describing that. Good job.
Metal vocals with a Arby's roast beef sandwich mouth is what it sounds like, and it's great. And I love them for doing that.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, Bray has showed up. He's on the catwalk. And we get a bunch of like really rapid cuts where sometimes the Fiend is upside down.
Yeah.
And then it cuts again, and Bray is practically breathing down John Cena's neck.
Yes. Practically. I think he is.
He is.
I think there was a neck to breath connection there.
Which was one of my favorite tag teams from the old WWA.
Shut up.
And then he gives his one of his great Bray Wyatt's a fucking collection of catchphrases right now. But he gives us a good creepy "Let me in." Oh, I can't do it.
That was good as hell, actually.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, that was really good.
All right. I'm very self-conscious.
That I got goosebumps when you did that. that was extremely good. I'm not even fucking around right now.
All right, cool. I'm glad. That's good. All right. So I just freeze framed. I'm gonna fucking screenshot this because God, this is completely worth it. And also we cut out like all of this. Just this frame.
Oh yeah, that's a good frame right there.
It's a fucking excellent frame. Just like
what we're referring to is it sort of looks like if you did the negative image of Bray Wyatt in the mask and then like really overexposed it.
Yeah. It's just like red and dark, but it's also just like eyes and cheekbones is really all we're getting.
Yeah.
It's fucking creepy as fuck, and it's only on screen for 2 or 3 frames, and then
what do we hear at the very end of this minute?
It goes black, stays on black for a little while, and then we fade back into the empty WWE Performance Center, and we get John Cena's entrance music.
I can't do it. I can't do an acapella version of John Cena's theme song, but you all know how it goes. Even if you don't like wrestling, you've heard memes.
You've heard it. I used to. I had my roommate got me a those little like somebody sends you a box and all it is just you open up the box and it has like one of those like gift card style like mechanisms in it. You open the box and it starts playing something.
Yeah.
My roommate got me one of those, and her dog kept getting into the closet that we had the litter box in. And then so I gutted that box for the mechanism and rigged it to the door to the litter box, so that every time the dog got into the closet, we would hear Michael Cole, and his name is John Cena, and then
that's so good.
Yeah, it was really good.
That's extremely good.
So that's the end of the minute. Emily, what'd you think of this minute?
I thought this was a great minute. Really
Yeah.
solid little wrap up to the package here, and I'm
Mhm.
excited to now be within the space of the match.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. All
Yeah.
right. Emily, do you want to make like a adult superstore and hit me with those plugs?
The store wouldn't hit you with the plugs. That would be something they would, if you asked for that, they would say,
You're right.
"Ma'am, your partner needs to do that."
Well, okay, yeah, I would have to pay a nice woman that I know to do that for me.
I'm saying that's what they would say to you at the store. I didn't
Yeah.
mean. I'm sorry. Listen. You can follow me on Twitter at verycoolemily. And you can find like links to my other projects there.
Uh-huh.
If I can inhabit the mind of a Canadian for a second and say
Sure.
projects. I do some other podcasts. One is called Dunstan Checks Min, where
It's
I do
very good.
this for Dunstan Checks In, the 1996 ape film. And the other one is called Go Go Godzilla, which is not like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Godzilla. It's
Yeah.
your turn now.
Okay. You can find my Twitter at twitter.com/deathcarpets. I have a podcast called Ghost Puncher Core where we play tabletop games in a wild and satanic world of my imagination. We're wrapping up the most recent story arc right now. It's very good. Go listen to it. Ghostpuncher.net/core, CORPS is where you can find that. Emily,
Yeah.
I forget. Do we have some kind of sign off phrase on this show?
No.